Thank you so much for joining me. This is kind of different for me to be doing videos, but I wanted to do little segments about what kind of magic we're working this week or this month so that you can kind of prepare in your own space and be doing things in your own time so that I don't waste the time that you've spent for your session on explaining what it is we're doing. So I want to do videos for one theme at a time. Now, November is a crazy month of astrology. Please refer to my astrological cheat sheet that I send out in email. I also post on my free blog, kind of a short summary. Check it out. You'll also see on my Facebook Gypsy Tribe, the closed group that you get to be a part of when you join the Gypsy Tribe. I post daily updates to keep you updated and reminded on those ways to use astrology. But Native culture. Native culture and Indigenous magic. Because we are going to be celebrating, possibly your family, the tradition of Thanksgiving, if you are one of my tribe members who is American, you're going to be doing kind of the traditional turkey dinner, stuffing, and all sorts of goodies at the table. But the thing is about the Gypsy tribe, we're from all over the world, but the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere also use this energy astrologically this time of year. And for those of us in this certain space, being able to dip into your heritage is really special. Being able to sit in that space and think, okay, whether or not it's the American tradition of gratitude, the cornucopia of sitting at the table with people you may or may not agree with, that you have a lot of similarities and differences, and you must be diplomatic. In this political space this year, it's going to be interesting for some of our family members. Or with COVID, maybe you're not having a sit-down get-together. So in our magic, we would use this for a gratification journal. We would use this for getting in touch with when we make food, just like at Halloween, setting a space out at the table for the heritage, everyone that's come before us, everyone that we owe this moment of humble gratitude for, and to kind of give them and honor them in that space and time. Whether or not you are going to be cooking, you find yourself being a cook, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. A great way to think about Native culture and Indigenous magic is the way that they use food. Whether or not you are hunting with family members or know someone that is hunting, being able to check in with them, buy scraps, buy locally from a butcher, going somewhere, checking in with local food, local game. Here in northern Minnesota, we are having a huge hunting season, but it's also important for the wild rice. We live on the Native American reservation here for the Ojibwe, and they do beautiful long grain rice. So you do like this beautiful chicken and wild rice soup recipe that's just, I mean, it's around here, that's a staple. It's very known for the Indigenous magic to be in tune with your food, to be cutting your herbs, to start an herb garden, to take a recipe from the old family book and to check in. Now, it doesn't just have to be, if you think, man, I don't have any Native American stuff in my community or in my family tree. It doesn't mean that you have to be part Native or anything like that. You can actually delve into either your own heritage, which might be German, it might be Australian, it might be a mutt. And so you get to pick and choose what you want. Adopt a new recipe. Adopt a deity from that culture. Intertwine something, take an afternoon by the fire to sit down with that extra hour or two of light and delve into culture of your own family tree or the region that you are living in, the historic time and space that you're in, checking in with the historic society near you, looking at some of our tribes members are checking in with the Erie Indians or the Ohio River Valley Indians, or being able to just check in with the history and culture of your space, the Trail of Tears coming through. It might be in your backyard and you don't know it. So, Native culture and Indigenous magic from your area or heritage. So regionally, proximity from where you live, historically, just where it is in the dirt, the blood that's there, or the heritage that's in your own family tree. So in that session together, if we should decide to delve into it, it's something that you want to do or something you're doing in your own time and space, taking a moment this month, thinking about all the ways that we've evolved, all the people that we have come from, all the legacies that live through us, and mostly in that food magic and those smells, those tactile, delicious things that we share between other cultures that let us speak over a fire, coffee, and trading chocolate and spices. I know when I travel the world, the first thing I do is go to an open market. Like Anthony Bourdain, I like to just delve into the heritage and the culture by eating the food, how they would eat it, seeing how it's prepared and where it comes from. And that is absolutely magical. Take time to do that. Take time to do that this month. Any time in your life is good to do that, right? But this month specifically, there's a lot of water energy coming in, a lot of feels, a lot of feelings, a lot of sentimental craziness and chaos. Being able to stay rooted with those ancestors or grounding to the space we're in is kind of a way to use earth magic in a long-term investment to better yourself, learning a new language, learning a new recipe, applying something that's from the past to your future. It's ringing true to that Capricorn energy we see in astrology. It'll be a really great way to hook into the magic frequency that's already moving, and it's going to be a really great way to feel more peace in that water space. So that's what I mean by that theme. Hopefully in that session, if we choose to do it, it will also be an opportunity for, and do not be offended, please, that we have the opportunity to learn what your Native American name would be. Now, what does that mean? Of course, that's usually a huge rite of passage. Not to be assimilated, not to be, but that if I were going to connect with my spirit guides, if I'm going to connect linguistically, if we're going to use a session and come to a name that I might call out to you on an open meadow if we saw each other in a past life, what would you look like? What would you be wearing? What would you be screaming across the meadow at me? And what might your name be? Let's try and connect with that. If we don't do it in a session, try and connect with that in your own meditations. It's something to look forward to this month. The veil is thin. What a great way to delve into better ways to spice up our life and spirituality. So that's what I mean by that theme. I hope that you will join me in that endeavor. And you guys, don't forget to post online or message me what magical information you receive.